Hi there. I know you're finishing up your holiday decorating, or maybe you've just begun. Either way, several of you have asked for help on how to make a bow for the top of your Christmas tree. So I'm here to offer some helpful tips that I've learned along the way that I wanted to share with you. I'm starting with a full spool of ribbon. They come in 3 yards or 10-yard put-ups. This happens to be 10 yards, which will be ample. If you're working with 3 yards, maybe pick up a couple of spools of the ribbon of choice, just so you'll have extra for decorating even lower into the tree if you wish. But we're just going to focus on the bow today. Start at the end of the ribbon and make a loop, leaving enough for a little bit of tail here. So you'll have tails on both sides when we're done, cut evenly. This is your center loop right here. And from this loop, you're going to grab it in one hand and merely start to make loops. Your center loop, and then loops that are just a little bigger, a little longer than that center loop. Your next set of 2 loops, longer still. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, center, 2 and 2. We're going to do 1 more for good measure on this side before I take it into my other hand, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So here we are. Here's our center loop, and we're going to do 1 set of 2, another set of 2 that are just a little bit longer, and a final loop just for good measure. So with that in place, we're going to take a piece of wire. Any wire will do. This happens to be some floral wire from my local craft store. You probably have a piece of wire there at home. And I've just literally tied a loop like you're starting to tie a shoe. And I'm going to double that just to knot it securely. And now we have a bow that's about 12 to 13 inches across, which is perfect for a 5-foot tree. Your 7-foot tree, I'd say your bow needs to be 14 to 15 inches, and for a 9-foot tree, 16 to 17 inches across. Now we're merely going to take this bow, secure it to the top of the tree, and then we'll cut the other tail. Actually, we could probably just cut that other tail right now, about the same length as the other, and we'll V-cut that later just to give it a pretty end. So let's add this to a tree, and we're all good to go. So we've finished making our bow, and we're ready to hang it on our tree. If you're using one of our rotating tree stands, which means you have dressed your tree and decorated it all the way around, you'll need to make 2 bows. 1 for one side, and then 1 for the other side. So as your tree turns, the bow is complete all the way around. This tree isn't turning, and so we're going to just hang it right here. We're going to take those 2 wire ends and secure it at the base of the tallest branch here at the top of the tree. That wire, flexible wire, makes it so easy to snuggle it in. We'll V-cut the tail ends, love that, just for a little bit of a finish, and then loop this, give this a little loop there on both sides. If you have extra ribbon and you want to tuck additional tails or additional loops into your tree, you can do that as well. Happy decorating as you continue, and wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas.